Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and our technology partner, Prime Infotech Solution. This is the Emerging Lawyer series, and today's theme is Advocating for Change, the Law and Beyond. I am Jolly Singh, co host at Coffee and associate with Prime Infotech Solution. And today, in this episode of the Emerging Lawyer, we are joined by Jitendra Kshirsagar, founder and senior partner at K&K Legal. With over 5 years of legal experience, Jitendra has carved a niche in both civil and criminal law while also serving as legal advisor to several prominent organizations. A distinguished graduate from with a Master of Law LLM in Constitutional and Administrative Law, Jitendra is currently pursuing a PhD in law from Mumbai University. Join us as we delve into his journey through the legal profession, his passion for mentoring the next generation of lawyers, and how he balances the demanding world of litigation with his personal life. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. So, before we delve into the conversation, let me just brief you for the flow how the entire conversation is going to be. The first, we will be having 3 rounds in total. The first round will be the professional questions round. The second round is going to be the personal questions round, and we would be ending the entire conversation with a very fun rapid fire round. So let's get started with the very first round, which is the professional questions round. And my very first question to you would be that what inspired you to start K&K Legal, and how has the journey been since its founding?
So I founded this law firm K&K Legal, Kshirsagar and Kshirsagar Legal, if you go for the full name. So when I became lawyer in 2017, thereafter, after 2 years, I decided that I should have a law firm. Gradually, I started independent practice also from 2019. When once I completed my masters. Then slowly my client base was increasing. Then I thought I should have, it's right time to have my law firm. Then my partner is my brother. So he became lawyer. And there was something in my mind that I was always keen to, train uh, the upcoming lawyers or the law students during their schooling only, if they are trained properly. Because I felt that what I was means if I had been trained very very nicely, it had would be much better. So I feel that law students should be trained much more better during their law school only, so that when they become lawyer, they will be very back end with the practical aspects. So all these three four things in my mind, I started my law firm.
Thank you. Definitely, sir. I think it is one of the biggest drawbacks of our law school in today's time that they are very much focusing on the book part and not the practical part. Because
True.
do you think that because for our profession, the practical part is a whole new world as
Yes.
compared to what is taught in the books, and that can never be like taught to even taught for that matter in law schools if even if
True.
like a new guideline is framed. So how, because uh, a lot is going on, and a lot of students have now showing interest in law for that matter recently,
Mhm.
in recent years. So how do you think that it should change, because this thing has been coming going on for a quite long time? So how do you think the trend should shift?
See, in law school, basically we get idea of law, and we see actual working of law when we come to the court or the lawyer's chamber, you know, and the good training one can get, especially with one a particular lawyer's chamber. For example, means even my is just started law firm. So whenever law student is coming to me, they are coming to me when I interview them. Their main reason for coming to me is that I am independent lawyer, or it's not a very big setup, it's growing setup. So they think that in a very big setup, they will not get that care and attention, and that very nice training.
Right.
So in law school we have only mood code is there, but that is not the actual code that is working in Indian scenario. Okay, so in Indian scenario the codes working is really, you know it's like sky and ground difference, zameen asman ka farak hai. Because even if you go to the code, you will not understanding what is happening, though you are a law student. And forget about the fresh graduates. So colleges should give, encourage their law students to come up, to means freely attend their internship programs. Some colleges I've seen that their principals are, against, they're anti internship. But students should be aware that there are BCI rules which says that internship is compulsory. And taking that into consideration, some law schools are having their internship program, summer internship program, but still, in I think in Maharashtra, I've seen many law schools are still like orthodox. They are stereotype. They are not wanting students to grow in practical aspects during their law school only. So there should be a change of mindset, and there should be more people working with, like practicing lawyers, who should be going to the law schools and giving their sharing their experiences, or giving a lectures visit as a visiting faculty. Now there where they can share their practical knowledge to the law students, so this way there can be some growth.
Definitely, sir. So, with your expertise in both civil and criminal law, which cases have been the most challenging? What kind of cases you are partial towards with respect to like enjoying the kind of cases while you are dealing them, and how do you exactly handle them?
See, basically now my first love was for civil law. I started with civil law, but gradually my civil clients only started getting me criminal matters. So
Okay.
that's why my first love was civil law, then it started with criminal law. So now there is no partiality in between that. I love them equally, because see, law is not uh, restricted to one particular aspect. There is civil law involved in criminal matters, there is criminal aspect also involved in uh, civil matters. For example, a civil judge can send somebody to civil prison, that is sending to jail. So
Yeah.
somebody is going to jail. For example, in criminal law, there can be attachment of property. Okay. So that's way both are interconnected. And whenever law students are coming to me, I try to give them first the basic differences and understanding of both the laws equally. There is one section which is connected to other section in civil law and criminal law, that way. And most crucial cases in civil law, that was between, actually it is between families only, like partition suit is there. So there was one very old case, means it was running to 30 years. And the Jaikar and partners hired me uh, for that, because that was getting settled. And it was 30 years old matter, and I was very happy that I helped them to get it settled. And in criminal, cheating matters are very worst matters. You know, I've got few matters who are having cheating or amounting going into crores. But these criminal matters uh, are having very deep impact on the victims, because when there are financial crime, and there is the accused person is somebody whom they know, there is breach of trust and cheating involved. So it becomes very complex, and the legal process is very slow. So that's why we try to uh, you know try to get it as faster as possible, because clients are also, the witnesses are also senior citizens. So we have that pressure that how to get it faster, adjudicated faster in the law courts. So those challenges are there.
So you are pursuing PhD in law
Hmm.
from Mumbai University. How do you see it complementing your practice as a senior partner at K&K Legal?
See, basically, I motivated me to go for PhD because I got distinction in my masters in constitutional law. I stood first. Then I thought, why not to go for PhD also? Because there is certain marks which are, when there was written exam, it was difficult to get even 55.
Right.
So that time I have got 60%, and so that time I decided I'll go for PhD. Then there was COVID, and basic idea was that to keep myself engaged in some activity. But nowadays my work itself is so much that I'm busy in litigation work only. So PhD is like a, there is something I have to get involved. If there is obviously there is not going to be a time like free time because of litigation, but still it is in my mind that I will be pursuing it as long as I can.
Okay, sir. Sir, how has your role as legal advisor at Sri Ambika Yoga Kutir shaped your approach to legal counseling and strategy?
Yes. So basically, Sri Ambika Yog Kutir is a massive or a very big institution that is very involved in very, very noble work of, imparting the knowledge of yogic science through their classes. It was founded by Yoga Maharshi Sri Nikam Guruji. Now they have certain projects, uh, which was huge projects in certain parts of Maharashtra, and then they are about to invest heavily, but there was no legal document. So they give me that task. So first task was to identify what type of legal document was to be made. So, and I took help of at least 2 3 senior advocates in first identifying what is the document that was created. Then the document was created, and then help means they were happy with my work. Then they give me other work of like there is MOU which is made whenever. Now this institute don't charge for
Oh,
teaching yoga. Okay, I am also their student, and it's been 9 years, and I'm very, very influenced by the founder. It's this is the 60th year of their foundation. So in pursuing their yogic activities, now different colleges like Ismail Yusuf College, then BM approach them. So they have certain uh, MOUs that are to be signed between them. So that finalization of that also I help the trustees. So it actually helped me as a junior. Like I'm now actively involved since 2018 in their legal department, but since 2015 I'm the student. Yeah.
okay, sir. Sir, in your time with public concern for governance trust, what were some key legal reforms or governance issues you dealt with?
See, basically now PCGT, their main now RTI is one of the medium they try to help for good governance, because Article 19(1)(a), right to freedom of speech, we cannot speak until and unless we have information, and that's for that purpose RTI Act was enacted. Now they file RTI to the victims, they are coming to them, but still there is no response. So after that the role of lawyer comes, because then one victim was there of he has got a Mahada flat. No, so we our opponent was Mahada authority. It's a very huge authority. So when they are not revealing certain information, then we have to approach the court of law, because in RTI we have RTI appeal, then there is second appeal, then we go to the high court as a in the writ jurisdiction of the high court. So uh, wherever possible, I first issued notice to the public servant involved, and many a times when the notice is reached them, that time only they in means get scared and they reveal the information. So many a time it is very helpful that peaceful laws like RTI can be first step. Then lawyer's notice may add on, and if they are more stubborn, then we go in the jurisdiction.
Okay, sir. So how do you balance the demand of being a litigator with the need to stay updated on the constantly evolving legal landscape?
Yes, so being aware about the legal, you know, whatever is happening in the world, legal news, basically, I try to be updated. I try to at least, when I get up in the morning, at least for 10 minutes, and when before sleeping, at least for 20-30 minutes, I try to see the news, and this way I keep myself updated. And being a lawyer, I would suggest law students that you should have your LinkedIn account, and stay connected to all the legal news accounts, wherein you can get updated, and you can just go through it for at least 5-10 minutes, and you will get all the updates.
Yes, sir. So what role do mentorship and internships play at K&K Legal, and how do you support young lawyers joining your firm?
See, that is the hardcore of my uh, legal life, because law students should and must get, and they should also have their sincerity and dedication.
Right.
First, my first always question to the person or the law student coming to me is that, do you have that sincerity and dedication? Because depending upon their interest, I give them training. If the person is least interested, the training level is low. If the
Yeah,
person is more interested, the training level is high.
even
So
you try harder from your side, work
yes,
harder from you.
because if the person is not interested, then there is no point. You know,
Absolutely.
like in our ancient, there is Guru Shishya Parampara. When the Shishya comes, the Shishya should have also the caliber.
Yeah.
That particular type of knowledge can be given only to that particular type of candidate who can have that ability, caliber, willingness, interest. So first I try to give them a basic knowledge about law, and if they I try to give long term internship. But people who cannot, because some colleges don't allow internship
Yeah.
strictly beyond 1 month, so I try to adjust them, because it is part of their college policy. They cannot do anything over there, like NMS college is there, Jindal Global Law School is there. These people cannot have a long term internship, so I try to give them part time internship, so that
Right.
they can complete their college uh, duties, and then they can do their internship duties. Then I try to give them small tasks first. If they are able to complete the small task, then after some period of time I try to give them some mental activity which involves researching or drafting. So this way, step by step, I try to you know help them, or try to train them to become lawyer before they become actually get sanad. So it is about practical aspect.
Definitely, sir. So how has technology helped you and with which legal tech tool has impacted your work the most?
See, basically, when it comes to legal research, I resort only to SCC softwares. because even courts ask for it. And for maintaining my dates and everything, there is e-code services app that I rely on, and Google Calendar also. So
Yeah,
this way
right.
I try to manage. Earlier I used to maintain my diary. I still maintain my diary so that I should not lose that grip. But yes, last 3 4 years I am becoming technical also.
Okay, sir. Um, sir, last question. What legal strategies do you prioritize when working with NGOs and social initiatives like PCGT and
Shri Ambika. See, basically, uh, Ambika Yog Kutir is related to only their association with different institution which they want some contract basis during while giving or imparting the knowledge of yoga. They are not involved in any contesting things. But when it comes to PCGT, there I try to see that what fundamental rights of the victims have been violated, and there most of probably all the laws that are related to public servants or are fundamental rights, that I try to check, and I try to give them remedy as per that. For example, under CPC you can issue notice to the public servant.
yes.
you know if you issue a notice to them, they are put to alarm, they think, okay, uh, and then after getting notices, they their mindset changes sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So that is it for the professional questions round, sir. We are towards our next round, which is the personal questions round. And my very first question would be about your formative years. How your school was to the law school, and then you did LLM, and your first internship to the first job that you did. How your experience has been.
Well, when I joined law school in 2012, my first day itself, I still remember my admission days and everything. There was one friend who she's still in touch. She was in news for getting marks also, and then she was in line with me for in GLC. Then in law school, I used to actively participate if there is any uh, some liberty given by the professor. For example, Professor HDP Thawala, our beloved professor. So he used to give us liberty to crack jokes. So I used to go and tell jokes also. And I did dance also in the lecture because he was allowing. And then he also gave a gift for that. His environmental laws book had come. So he gave me that. And I participated in moot court, then social service league. But friends were also very rare. I was introvert, more of introvert. And but still today people are in touch, and very few are in practice. In practice, whoever is there, they get in touch whenever there is work involved. And
Okay.
sometimes they call me for any function is there, so they call me for guidance for students also.
Okay, sir. Sir, do you have any personal routines or practices that help you stay mentally focused and calm in all these high pressure situations that you face in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, it is must because I've seen people of my age losing their life since last 2 3 years. Means people who are not even reached 30s, they are no more because of tension and everything. But luckily, I'm associated to Sri Ambika Yog Kutir, wherein yogic techniques are helping me to be stable or to keep my health in sound condition. For example, um when we do yogic activities or uh, yogic kriyas, we call it, then our body gets the toxics are released from the body. Now I'm doing some advanced courses also, and that time when you keep your body fit by removing toxic on daily basis, then other things like stress and everything, because acidity has connection with stress, acidity have connection with diabetes, and blockages are created due to those
Yeah.
toxics only. So uh, then in free time means it is also part of press release only, because we try to go and give awareness of it. So sometimes in work schedule also, if it is possible for me, I'm going to some hospital to give awareness with our team to the medical students regarding, because now it is part of government protocol. So they give uh, they have made it mandatory that yoga should be uh, taught to medical students also, because in the end doctor also says do yoga when all
Yeah.
the remedies are done. And meditation really helps in keeping your mind calm, rejuvenating yourself. Even 10 minutes meditation can help us rejuvenate our mind, or to overcome at least if you have not slept for 6 hours. Sometimes I sleep only 3 hours and working. So during those days also, nowadays I feel that I'm not feeling that much stress because of yogic techniques.
So are there any particular books or movies that have had a profound impact in your life, or also like you like prefer indulging in for any?
See, now there this would be two aspects about law and about
Like,
personal life. Huh.
yeah.
Now regarding law, if for law students, I will say that you should read, because I have read about the legal legends like Nani Palkhiwala, H.M. Sirvai. You know, when I read about them, this keeps me motivating regarding my legal work, that I should be not restricted to one particular aspect. Mr. Nani Palkhiwala, during his lifetime, he have always said that lawyer should not be restricted to one particular aspect of law. He should be able to do all that tasks which is related to any law. So that's why initially I try not to keep myself restricted to one particular branch of law. Recently, I also argued for a labor law matter, and therein interestingly, during my research only, I discovered that Aadhaar card is not a proof of birth, and there was Bombay High Court judgment also given. So we cited those things, and judge was accepting those arguments. So these things are there. And regarding personal life, I try to read only something that is written by a liberated soul, or spiritual aspect is there. Otherwise I don't try to read anything.
Okay, sir. So what motivates you to keep pushing for the legal excellence day after day?
That's what the life of legal legends like H.M. Sirvai, Nani Palkiwala, there are many more, Sri Gajendra Gadkar ji. So these people have really worked hard during their life. Mr. Nani Palkiwala and H.M. Sirvai have even turned down the Supreme Court seat offer.
Yeah.
So we might be knowing these things, that for public life or for public uh, governance, it's like uh, we should know that H.M. Sirvai was working till 3 hours or 2 hours before his death. Means he finished his commentary on Constitution of India, and after a couple of hours he was no more. So that much was his dedication and determination towards work. So I think I am nothing in before them, and their life keep me motivating that I should give my best for my whoever is coming to me. And as far as legal is concerned, they should get the best legal service.
Okay, sir. So last question for the round, that if you are to describe yourself in one line, what line that would be?
So Jitendra is like basically a legal professional with having a touch for spiritual life.
Okay. So that was absolutely great indeed. And that is it for our two rounds. We are towards our last round, which is the rapid fire round. And you have to be like very quick with the answers, as the name suggests.
Try to be.
So, yes. So whenever you are ready, we can start. Are
Yep.
you ready, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Favorite book?
Favorite book currently it is I'm into some spiritual books that is
Yeah,
related
yeah, sure.
to Swami Vivekananda's life.
Okay. Um,
Volumes are there. There are volumes.
okay. A morning or morning person or a night owl?
Morning.
Courtroom or library?
Courtroom.
Books or podcasts?
Books.
Work from home or office?
Office.
One legal precedent you admire the most?
Obviously, it is Keshwananda Bharti case.
Okay.
It changed the entire legal scenario and uh, have changed the entire impacted the life of the people of the Indian
Yes, sir.
citizens. Yeah.
Favorite cuisine?
Cuisine. Favorite cuisine essence.
The kind of food, like the kind of food that
Yeah.
you like eat.
Basically, there is a pizza called
Italian, sir. Yeah.
Italian delightful. There's a famous restaurant in Opera House because that serves pizza really nice. It's better than even five-star hotel. So
Okay.
Pizza Delight, some name is there. But that was my
Okay,
favorite.
okay,
There's
okay.
nice toppings and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One word to describe your career in law.
See, there is no shortcut for hard work, but smart work is also required.
Definitely. Definitely, sir. And that is a golden line that you have put, like we can say that
Yes. Yeah.
quote, and
Because I've
every.
gone through all these things, and that's why I feel now, whatever experience I have, I try to see that anybody who is willing or interested, they should get all those skills in short period of time, and they should not face the problems which I have faced or which mistakes I have made. So this will help the generation to grow, and we should remember that there is social responsibility as well, and that's all.
Okay, sir. So that is it for our today's conversation, sir. This has been a wonderful experience, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did having you on this show. I again thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to have this session with us. We are highly obliged, and we were like thrilled to have you on our show. Thank you so
I'm
much.
actually elated that Coffee Conversation invited me and provided me this interview session, and then uh, my I was able to share the experiences of my life, and I always feel that whatever I'm sharing, especially for the law students, if it is very useful, then I feel that nothing better than that. And I'm really grateful to Coffee Conversation and your team. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And for our audience, please stay tuned to watch this and many other interesting coffee conversation episodes on our YouTube channel, The Coffee Conversation Show. Please subscribe to the channel, and we would be looking forward to yet another guest with yet another cup of coffee. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, sir.